Hi, it's Monday morning and you can see what it's doing again, snowing. I'm just so tired of snow, but if you'll see the birds at my bird feeders, they are having a wonderful time getting bird seed in the snow. Me, I want to see it stopped. What about you? So with the backdrop of the snow, here we are celebrating Lent and going through Lent. Remember last week I asked you to go through Lent thoughtfully by, instead of giving something up like chocolate or soda, to do something to spread the love. You'll notice I have one candle lit, and that's because yesterday was the first Sunday in Lent, so I lit my candle. But I want to just check in. I have been collecting clothes. I have five items that I'm going to donate. I'm going to do that each day. I have to get mine for today. I hope some of you are doing the same, or some of you may be collecting food, so that we'll have 40 non-perishable food items that come to the blessing box, or you'll have 40 items of clothing to take somewhere and donate for people that need it. So today's message is a little different. Miss Kristen did the message yesterday in church, and as usual, I just can't replicate what she did. So you have a guest appearance by Miss Kristen. She's going to ask you to be a postage stamp. You know, a postage stamp is what you put on a piece of mail that you're going to send to the post office to get mailed. Well, she's going to ask you to be a postage stamp. So let's listen to Miss Kristen and see what she has to say about that.
Good job. All right. Well, good morning. Good morning. Oh, thanks. It's nice having y'all right there. It's great. It's great. So here's my question for you. When you want to send a message, what are some ways we can do that? Help me out. Text. Email.
Snail mail.
What?
Snail mail.
I heard snail mail. Thank you. And that's my perfect transition. You saw the screen. All right. If you want to look at the screen, I'm sure it's somewhere to my right, maybe. There are a whole bunch of stamps, right? And check out those stamps. They're all different shapes, sizes. There's all sorts of things going on. So when you want to send a message, sure, we can text. Sure, we can phone call, which is actually my least favorite way of communicating. If anyone knows me, knows. But honestly, one of the most special ways, I think, now is to send a message via snail mail, as Mama H just said. I actually communicate, I'm a little pen pal for two of my friends from summer camp this summer, and they send me little notes every few weeks, and it's just so special every time I get one. So why am I talking about this? What is so important about sending messages? We are brought to this building, right? We are brought out, or we are taken out into the world. And there's one very, very, very important message we're supposed to take with us. Any guesses? Love. Love, 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 right? And just like those shapes and those colors and those sizes of the stamps, we are all different shapes, sizes, and colors. But we all have the same purpose, right? Just like those stamps, we all have the same purpose, no matter how different we are, and that is to be a messenger for God. So in a way, I guess we're kind of like God's postage stamps. We get to take in all this love, even if it's through the virtual community or when we're back in person. Woo, I can't wait. And then we get to share that love. 2,000 years ago, Jesus did the same thing. He wasn't texting. He wasn't calling anybody on the phone. He wasn't sending an email. He was using his 2 feet and his voice. And that's what we should do. So if a postage stamp, you stick it to an envelope, right? And it goes out into the world. It can travel across the world. If a little tiny postage stamp can do that, how powerful can we be as God's postage stamps? We can go right out these doors and we can give a message. And we have a voice. We're not just something you stick on a piece of paper, right? So that's my challenge for you from now until forever. Keep taking in that love and then giving out tenfold, hundredfold of that same love. Send that message out. Be those postage stamps. Will you pray with me? Dear God, thank you so much for trusting us with your message. Help us to be your postage stamps. And all God's children said, Amen. Thank you.
Interesting thought that you're a postage stamp. I never thought about it that way, but it makes sense. So this week, I want to do a couple of things. Continue to add to your clothes so you have 40 items of clothing to donate, or continue to add to your box for non-perishable food items so that you'll have 40 non-perishable food items to bring to the church and put in the blessing box. And I want you to remember to be that postage stamp. Be a postage stamp and spread the love and the goodwill that's in your heart. I'm going to leave it at that. Kristen's prayer was just perfect, so I'm going to leave it at that. I want you to have a great week. Enjoy the snow. I'm hoping it goes away. And I'll talk to you next week.